This case is one of the most well-known crimes in the history of Poland. And it is also one of the most bizarre, and to this day, nobody knows who was behind it or why they did it. The case of the diary that was left behind at the scene of the murder only added to the mystery. Some people even claim that the diary was cursed. On March 6, 1982, a gruesome scene was discovered near the town of Siedlce in Poland. The body of a young woman had been found by a farmer in a field. The woman had been shot in the head, chest, and abdomen, and she had defensive wounds on her hands and arms, as if she had been fighting for her life. The body was identified as belonging to a 22-year-old woman named Christina. But despite the extensive media coverage at the time, nobody came forward with any information about what had happened to her or who could have done such a thing. Christina's body was taken to the local morgue, but there was no identification on her person and nobody came to claim her body. After 3 days, she was given a pauper's funeral. A wooden cross was placed at the site where she was buried with the inscription, "Unknown Soldier, 1982. Little did they know that the case would become one of the most famous unsolved mysteries in their country's history. It was soon until 2 months later that a hiker discovered a black leather diary in the same field where Christina's body was found. The diary was covered in strange symbols, and when the police opened it, they found that all the pages were blank except for one. Inside the cover of the diary, they found the name Zuzia. They had no idea if this was Christina's nickname or if the diary belonged to her, but they followed up on every lead. Eventually, they tracked down a woman who had known Christina, and she confirmed that Zuzia was indeed her friend S. nickname. But when the investigators showed the woman the diary, she claimed that it wasn't Christina. The woman explained that Christina had been very particular about her diary and would never have allowed anyone else to look inside it. She said that it was very unusual for Christina to keep anything on her person when she went out, let alone a diary. To this day, nobody knows who owned the diary or how it ended up in the field where Christina's body was found. One theory is that it belonged to Christina and that the killer took it from her and then put it back when they were done. But this seems unlikely since there was no connection between the two. Another theory is that the diary was never connected to the case at all, and that it was just a bizarre coincidence that it was found at the scene. But there is one more bizarre detail. When the diary was found, it emitted a strange smell, like the stench of rotting flesh. This led some people to believe that the diary was cursed, especially since nothing of the sort had ever been seen before or since in Poland. In fact, when the police brought the diary to their headquarters, other detectives started experiencing strange phenomena. Some of them fell mysteriously ill. Others saw strange figures in the shadows of their office. It got so bad that they had to bring in a priest to bless the building, and he ended up confiscating the diary. What do you think? Was there a connection between the diary and the murder? Or was it just a bizarre coincidence? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.